During this Hispanic Heritage Month, we are bringing you stories from those right here in Northeast Ohio.
And that includes a man whose voice you may have heard a time or two if you're a Cleveland sports fan. News 5's Nadine Alposada introduces us to the first Spanish voice of both the Cavaliers and the Browns.
Whether it's football,
¡Hasta la vista, baby!
hockey,
¡De regreso para Puri!
or basketball,
Que vuela dos y la pone, sí señor.
energy in Spanish
Entrega para Love, que la clava dos, sí señor, amor del fuerte.
are never lacking when Rafa Hernandez Brito is announcing a game.
¡Ole, Ricky Rubio! I'm a fan with the microphone on.
You may not know his face, but you'll recognize his voice.
When Kyrie hit the shot, sí! Alone, sí! That's what you have it here, right?
Rafa is the first Spanish-speaking broadcaster for the Cavs.
I have the luxury that I'm paid to watch the game out loud. You know? I am my fan, my audience, eyes and ears.
But sports announcing wasn't his original path.
I was born in El Salvador, and because of the civil war that was going on there in the 80s, my parents were brave enough to send us all out to New York.
As a 14-year-old immigrant, there was a lot to learn.
The only word I could say was no in English, you know?
He went to school and soon graduated from college with an engineering degree. But with only a green card, he was forced to take odd jobs until he found his calling as a sports broadcaster.
I went from making really good money to making $150 a game calling the St. John's men's basketball games.
From there, he made his way up the ranks, soon covering the biggest events in the sports world.
I did a lot of boxing, I did a lot of UFC. I called 8 Super Bowls, and I saw the Manning brothers win their first Super Bowl.
Brushing shoulders with legends like Muhammad Ali, Joe Thomas, and Dr. J.
I'm the only broadcaster that has done the finals in all the 3 major sports in Spanish in the U.S.
And just when he thought he'd experienced a new level of sports, in 2014, the Cleveland Cavs called.
I always say Dan Gilbert went to Miami to make 2 acquisitions, LeBron and I, but nobody believes me.
And well, with LeBron James and so many others,
¡Taponazo de LeBron James!
I think every Cavs fan can tell you what the next few years look like.
2016 was that jackpot moment for me where I was like, wow, you know, it happened in front of my eyes, and I had to tell people about it. Y con esto, señoras y señores!
For Rafa, representing the Latino community went further than announcing games in the field house.
Ever since I came here for my first conversation with them, their intentions match mine, which was not only just broadcasting the game, but trying to help the organization get close to the community.
Over the past 9 years, he worked with the organization to build that relationship with the Latin community.
We were the first team in the NBA to have a diversity and inclusion department.
Rafa's goal is to celebrate the community's contributions and also recognize their needs.
I used to use this hashtag, Todos Somos Cleveland, like we are all Cleveland, because that's how I want people to see us. Not as Hispanics or Latinos, but more like Clevelanders, because we adopt the city that had adopted us, and we're very loyal to the community.
So if you're at the next Cavs game, keep an ear out for Rafa's broadcasting as he continues to champion the team and his community. Reporting in Cleveland,
Los Cavaliers de Cleveland!
Nadine Alposada, News 5.